everyone, welcome back to Bottom Tier.
Welcome! We're back to this again. I don't know why it's taken us so long to do content.
Because
We've
have
been busy.
PAX just... Well, what am I talking? PAX ended like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but we've been busy with school and...
Colton's been doing homework. I've been killing myself over the weekend.
We're in that charity event.
Hell yeah, we're in the Jingtian BMX Ultimate Mountain Biking Challenge.
And for all we know, we're in first place because the leaderboards have vanished into non-existence.
The Montreal Screwjob, the Alpharetta Screwjob.
Yeah, well, Hi-Rez had the leaderboard up, and we were in third place.
Well, we were in fourth. We were at third, then we went to fourth.
And the highest mission when we were in fourth was like level 15 that anyone completed. We completed level 19 on stream last night. We can't find leaderboard to make sure we're in first place.
But we should be in first place.
Yes.
But we are going to be going back to
hold
the
on,
normal time.
I'm not reading my either the telepod had something to do with it or something else made it.
This is actually one of my favorite parts of the game, though.
This is getting pretty weird, Ishi.
All right. Coming, Ishi.
Not ever again.
Thanks for that. I've killed your ability to experience
joy. Any measure of joy or happiness.
I've actually, it's funny that you mentioned this because I was thinking a lot about playing this game with you again, and I've been doing some research, like some character research. And I did some side reading about different things to help me really get into character for some of my parts. Like
I don't like where this is going. For
Luca, and I'll have on-screen images because these books are wonderful and you should check them out. They're short, very short books that have helped me discover how I feel about each of the characters. To really get my mind around Luca, I read Martin Waddell's Taco Bell Destroyed My Anus with illustrations by Elise Lennox. It's the story of a young girl living in a rural farm town in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And
there's a lot to really unpack from these words that you're spilling like vomit onto the internet.
And how the nation's first Taco Bell completely melted her colon into a fine jelly that her family sold as preserves. And the cover features a really touching illustration of her grandmother.
I wish you could see the face I just made.
It's a touching story of how the grandmother comforts the child in her dying moments while her brother looks on with a face that seems to say, "Bitch, I get your stereo." So there's a lot of complex emotions that really help me to understand Luca as a character.
I might have to take a picture of the awkward fucking face I just made so we can include it in this video.
I really wanted to get in touch with Princess Nadia or Nadia's character. Nadia? I don't know. I don't remember how
I always pronounced it Nadia.
I wanted to get in touch with her character. So I read
This ought to be good.
I read a Scholastic Publishing teen romance book entitled "He Just Ate a Whole Bag of Cool Ranch Doritos" by Maureen Daly. I feel like it really captures the relationship between Nadia and Chrono very well.
I don't know that that's a real book.
She wants to love him, but the overpowering Dorito smell, while it is moistening her genital area, it is also causing her some nasal distress. She appears to be under serious sinus issues on the cover here. And she says to herself on the cover, "Is love enough?" And we may never know. We might not ever learn. See, here she's gesturing to these soldiers, like, "See, here are all the men that I've brought for the orgy." And Chrono...
That's a gangbang. That's not an orgy. I don't think you know what you're talking about anymore.
So, yeah, there's a whole lot. We go back in time and discover that dinosaurs and everything existed. And to really...
that doesn't happen yet, Colton. You're skipping ahead.
No, but it does happen, and people are familiar that it's on the box art of the game. Chrono is, like, fighting a dinosaur.
He's fighting a reptile, not a dinosaur.
Same thing, but to
actually,
really
I think it's supposed to be Yakra. Not Yakra, but never mind.
To get in touch with Chrono's
fucking
walkthrough...
Pierre, he just sends me up the river.
To get in touch with Chrono's understanding of these issues... and that period that he went through where he was discovering that dinosaurs and humans occupied the Earth at the same time.
Which is science. I mean, that's fact.
It's science. And to back that science up, I read the very scientific children's book, Nancy Drew number 58. I guess the Bible was a crock of shit. So, where...
Hang him upside down for a few years.
Yeah, that's basically that's actually the ending of that's the climactic point, both metaphorically and sexually of the book.
Please, no more. I tap. I'm done.
Someone is hung upside down. It's really interesting. A lot of people don't know.
That's not the word I would use, Colton.
There was actually a fan fiction that garnered a lot of attention that got published about an alternate universe for this book, or for this game rather. Got published into a book, and it's called Planet of the Testicles. It's
Planet of the Testicles.
It's a future story where Chrono is hurled into a side alternate universe far in the future, where the entire Earth is owned and operated
by testicles,
by a race of sentient testicles in search of new scrotae in which to live.
I agreed to this.
We can't
by
forget,
the way, this is my fault. There's
a background novel, a novelization of one chapter of this game, specifically where you find a gemstone. Do you remember the gem we found?
I don't remember anything anymore.
It's called "Here's Your Fucking Stone, Asshole," and it details the adventures of Chrono and Nadia as they traveled across the sea to find a stone that does absolutely nothing. But yeah, no. So I've really been doing my research.
I
voices.
I don't know that the word research is the one that I would use.
Yeah,
I don't think you know.
There's a book that
anything.
this guy makes me think of too.
Oh boy.
It's a Harlequin Publishing romance novel that he makes me think of. From the Intrigue series, entitled "Will You Still Love Me If I Fuck My Hat" by Patricia Rosemore. And if you can see on the screen from the look on his face, he's very concerned about this, as fake Dumbledore stands on his left, asking himself much the same question: will I indeed still love him if he fucks his hat?
Not guilty.
It's a question we might not never know. We might not
never. That was a series of words that just happened.
We might not ever know the answer to that question, Jason, and that saddens me to some degree.
That actually makes me very happy.
I have a question for you. Why do all the men on the right have orange pompadours?
Because that's the style right now, and how dare you judge them?
I'm not judging them.
You are judging them.
Dude, fucking his hat. Like,
I'm just looking at all these not guilty verdicts I'm getting. Look at that shit.
Trial?
Say what?
Is this the carnival trial, or is that long over?
There's only one trial, and it's this one. Well, actually, no, wait, there are two trials. But that's not till the end of the game.
I was explaining to the audience what research I had done for these parts. What trial is this?
This is the trial where you're charged with kidnapping the princess.
Oh, right. And no matter what you do...
You still go to jail.
Yeah, even if you're found not guilty.
Look at it. Not guilty. Look at all those dudes.
The verdict is not guilty.
But
fact remains that even if he did not kidnap her, he ran off with her. 3 days of solitary confinement as punishment.
You still go to jail.
That is a crock of happy horse shit.
It really is.
Jason, I heard another thing in the post-PAX fervor of our lives.
Okay, this ought to be good.
I heard you were actually given an award.
Was I?
Yes. You were recognized as the first person in the world to ever have accomplished all secret endings to this game simultaneously. How do you describe what gave you the strength to accomplish this tremendous feat of physical prowess and mental acuity?
A lot of heroin.
Yep. That sounds believable. Tell the audience a little bit at home about how you trained for this event.
Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice.
Plenty of juice, yes. Fantastic. What advice would you give to your younger viewers, your admirers?
I would say... I don't have any advice for them. You just gotta go out there and do it.
I just received a message on Twitter. A user asks you, how do you feel about the McJuggerNugget song heading toward 100,000 views on YouTube, and how did it affect your performance in this event?
I've actually never heard of the McJuggernaut song, but...
No, McJuggerNugget.
Oh, McJuggerNuggets. I still haven't heard of that.
That's not better.
It really is.
Not better.
Wow, is that really a thing?
I don't know. I just got a message about it on Twitter from a fan who wanted to ask you how it played into your training.
That would have killed my morale had I heard of it.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been damaging, but so good, so much the better that you didn't, because it really propelled you on to victory.
It really did.
Jason, when can our fans expect to see you next?
Next, by the time this is out, they will have already seen me next.
Oh dear. This is a live broadcast.
There are two very different ways I can approach this next part of the game when I'm in the prison cell.
Is one of them to eat plenty of eggs, do lots of squats, and then leg press that hat through the backside of his asshole?
That comes later.
Okay.
Very perceptive, though.
I'm a very forward thinker. I try really hard to make sure I'm thinking in the forward direction. As that is...
That is definitely a series of words. Now, you can wait until the execution day and they drag you off.
Mm-hmm.
And Luca will save you at the last second. Or I can just break out of jail. How do you want me to do this?
Let's break out of jail.
Do it like a man.
Yeah, let's set an example for the youth.
Okay.
And break out of prison.
Okay.
So now the pink thing on your bed.
That's oh, it's an ether. 2 days until the execution. Let's save.
Okay. Yep. So your friends have abandoned you, and you're in jail following the biggest award ceremony of your entire career. Jason, tell us how you're feeling right now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little down about it. It's a little upsetting.
It is, and I can imagine that it would come as quite a blow to you during this, what was supposed to be quite a positive time in your life. How's your grandmother handling it?
As well as could be expected, It's hard on everyone.
It is, yes. Now, you have your detractors who say you deserve to be here.
Kia!
Is Kia the response that you would give them?
Yes.
All right.
Followed by a slap to the face.
Now, you're scheduled to appear on next week's SmackDown Live via satellite from your prison cell. What are you going to do with those plans now that you've escaped?
I'm still going to be live on SmackDown, just not in jail.
Okay.
But I'm still going to be there.
You're still going to be there. What a trooper, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Parker.
Someone's got to be there for the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Jason, those shields have incredibly large noses. What is your family relation to them?
They're actually cousins.
Okay, so sort of like how Roman Reigns is The Rock's cousin.
Yeah, only not.
Oh, wait, only they're not, or only he's not?
Tomato, tomato.
Okay, fantastic. Jason, can you explain to me how those shields are sentient?
Magic.
Fantastic. Why is there a little shadowy figure behind them?
Because that's part of the magic. You really can't explain things like that. You just have to accept them and kind of go along for the ride, know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm also to understand that you are here in jail promoting your new book.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, as you know, I wrote a book. It's called The Holy Bible.
Okay, fantastic. I love the title.
About my adventures as when I was Jesus Christ. It was
fantastic.
A really big hit.
Yeah. A lot of people, bestseller, actually.
It's many copies have been sold.
A number of them. Can you give us a number? I don't know if your publisher will allow you, but can you give us a
easily
number?
More than dozens.
More than dozens. I actually have the figure.
Oh, really? You have the figure?
I was sent over the figure by the publisher to announce as a
fantastic.
surprise for our program. The Bible has actually shipped over 35 copies.
Well, that is over dozens. That's much higher than I thought it would be.
Well, the critical reception has been fantastic for this work of yours. I'm here actually promoting a book as
really?
well. Yes, it's just releasing this Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
I am. It's a mystery novel.
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
It's a mystery novel. I partnered with Milton Bradley actually to put this together. And then Milton Bradley said, "We're not the company that made that." So then I partnered with Parker Brothers, and we put together.
They said, "Get out."
We put together this mystery novel based on the acclaimed board game Clue, called "Don't Look Into His Penis." It's a stunning mystery novel about a man whose penis ends in a Medusa head, and if you look into it, you are turned to stone. I've got the cover for this book, actually. I'd love to go ahead and show you. We're going to go ahead and air that.
Future Colton's going to edit that in.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and share that on the screen. It's super great. I'm really excited about the book. Jason, what a saint you are. Saving people. You've come to jail to promote your new book, and you're saving a life. Taking time to help the less fortunate. What a man you are.
It's a hard life. You gotta struggle and you gotta suffer, but sometimes you just gotta get out there and do it.
Yes, and now, Jason, a lot of people have brought attention to the many skeletons, both in your closet and in this jail cell. What can you tell us about? They are dancing now, Jason. Do the skeletons in your closet like to dance?
They do the conga.
What's their favorite track to do the conga to?
It was actually in Beetlejuice, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah, it was actually one of the songs for Beetlejuice. One of my favorites as a lad.
Fantastic. It was probably this one. Danger! Thank you, by the way, for instinctively knowing to allow our boys in the back to go ahead and play that track for us for a split 2 seconds. Because that's all that the network will allow us to
so we don't get sued.
To air. Yes, absolutely. We don't want to get sued. But what we do want to do is we want to take a moment. Thank you for joining us here today. We appreciate the interview. Sitting down with us is very kind of you. I'm just blown away by, and you've given us all copies of your new book.
Absolutely, everyone gets one.
That 9, it was 35 copies moved.
Absolutely
comes from. So thank you very much for joining us. We're super glad to have you. Can't wait to see you again. Where can our audience look for you next?
I hear if they go to twitch.tv/thebottomtier, there will be a lot more of me and you as well. I hear you'll be on the show again.
I'm a frequent guest of the show. I do spend a lot of my time on the program. And in fact, I believe we'll actually see them right here next time on Bottom Tier.
I think so as well.
Fantastic. Next time on Bottom Tier, right here, folks. Don't go anywhere.